Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you.
Without you, how can I find love without you? I spend way too much time on you. Please don't hit my phone, 'cause I've been waiting on your call. Please leave me alone, 'cause I ain't love you for too long. Girl, it's cool. Girl, trust me, girl, it's cool. And maybe you should lay down and use my body as a playground.
Hey, howdy, hey, sorry about the delay there. Welcome to The Last of Us Part 2, Part 1. Been waiting to do this one since obviously I did The Last of Us earlier this year. Kind of been putting it off since, some asshole during my stream of the original one decided to spoil a couple of major plot points of this game after I told him that I hadn't played it and not to talk about it. Commander Jake from Twitch, you piece of shit. You're a scumbag. Okay, anyway, so I played the original on Survivor, mainly because it had the listening mode disabled. But I'd also already beaten it once before on normal. This one I've never played before, and I hear it's even harder than the first one, supposedly. So, and especially my first time playing through a game, like maybe like my second or third time playing through a game, I like to increase the challenge a little bit by going through it at a higher difficulty. But I don't want to. I don't want this to be a rage fest. So I'm thinking moderate or hard. I think I'm going to go with hard. I mean, I'm pretty good at games. At least I like to think so. So I think I'll go with hard. If it ends up being too hard for me, I'll just like casually just not mention. I don't know if you can change the difficulty partway through the game. Then I'll do that. I'll do it off camera so you guys don't know. If you can't, then I'll go through the hard work of starting the game over on moderate and just get back to where I was and not let you guys know. So you guys won't know if I change the difficulty. Permadeath. Permadeath adds additional challenge by limiting how much progress will be saved on death. It can only be enabled when starting a new game. Whole game. Your saved game will be completely reset on death. That, dude. So, grounded mode with fucking... Wait. Yeah, okay. Grounded mode with fucking whole game permadeath. The ultimate challenge. No, thank you. For act, progress will be reset to the beginning of the act on death. Approximately 2 to 5 hours of game time. Progress will be reset at the beginning of the chapter. Approximately 30 to 60 minutes of game time. I mean, I could see why people would want to do that as like a hardcore challenge, but I mean, seeing as I do my streams in 3-hour segments, I really would rather not have to redo so much every time I die, so I'll pass. Plus, this game is being removed from PlayStation Now in like 2 weeks, so I really gotta get through it. That's another reason for going with the hard difficulty. Okay, it can be changed at any time. I might just change it to like the easiest difficulty without you guys knowing, just to make myself look like a god. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not sure where the best place to have my face is gonna be on the screen. I haven't seen the HUD yet, so we'll make that determination when we get to some actual gameplay. It's also still downloading, but it's well past the halfway point. Which means it's well past the point where you can play it while it's downloading. Hopefully, I don't run into any issues like I did with Get Even, where I'm like 40 minutes into the game and it's like, you have to wait for 3 hours to continue. It's like, wait, no, no, please, not waiting for 3 hours to play another 30 minutes of gameplay.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the Firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What do you do? I saved her. Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Cover the exit. Don't let him get away.
God damn. That's that's a lot. What does Ellie know? I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing. And she believed you? I didn't say otherwise. We should head back.
Okay, I think this is me now. Yes. Well, it's a gorgeous game, which, you know, I mean, I expected. It's Naughty Dog. And this is my, well, no, it's not my first PS4 Naughty Dog game. I played Uncharted 4. I already want to get off this horse and go explore. But I haven't played Uncharted 4 since 2016. So this is my first Naughty Dog PS4 game in many years. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And it's my first one on this TV. I got this new TV in 2019. Well, it wasn't new when I got it, but it was new to me. Oh, and the gallop. I'm doing it, guys. I'm gallop. Wow, this really is gorgeous. I mean, I'm not like a big graphics junkie. Like, I mean, I play a lot of retro games, so like graphics aren't really that much of a... They're not that big of a deal to me. They're not supremely important, but I can appreciate some beautiful scenery when I see it. You know, some fantastic lighting. Like, I appreciate a good-looking game. You know, I appreciate the you know, the technical quality of a game like this. And with a game like this, it really helps with their storytelling. Naughty Dog has become, considering that they started off with like Crash Bandicoot, and then they moved on to like games like Jak and Daxter. I mean, they've really developed into quite the storytellers. Like they really fine-tuned the art of storytelling in games in a really interesting way. Can I get off the horse? It doesn't seem like it. Okay. Oh crap, where'd he go? He just left me. What a jerk. Yeah. Also, this game has so many options. Like, just for the subtitles, you can adjust the size. There's like 3 or 4 different sizes. You can adjust the color. You can set whether or not it has the name of the person, what color that is. It can be separate. You can have a little background behind it. You can have an arrow pointing to where the character is on screen. Just the subtitles have like 50 different things you can tweak. There's a branding mark on my horse's ass. Yeah, this is a so far. I mean, it's technically speaking, it's a very high quality piece of work. I've heard some mixed reviews about it.
Come on. It's okay.
I haven't heard
Sure?
what people's problems with it actually were. I just heard that there were a lot of people that didn't like it, but there were a lot of people that did. So I'll judge it for myself.
About what we were talking about earlier.
My guitar is still dirty.
Can't say I'd have done different. I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
I appreciate that. I think that's my brother, right? I can't say I would have done any different either. And some people, I've had this discussion with people, and people have argued with me that, you know, what he did was wrong, because letting them kill her would have been for the greater good. Listen, a lot of the worst, I don't know about most, but a lot of the worst things that have ever happened in human history, a lot of the worst humanitarian disasters in human history were done in the name of the greater good. There's a lot, that's a really slippery slope, and there's a lot of things, a lot of atrocities that have been justified in the name of the greater good. Her life has value, and to purposefully end it, even if it's to save countless others, I mean, that's certainly not a simple question to answer. I especially think if you're a Christian, that definitely wouldn't be the Christian thing to do. For what that's worth.
Jeez,
Jesus. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I tried knocking, but
Hey,
hey,
what's up, Joel?
just checking in. Folks are, talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah. Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's oh shoot, now I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you?
Joel, it's pretty late, and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
What's this?
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
Okay.
Okay. Promise me that you won't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you.
Oh heck. Oh heck, this is me again. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong controller. Use L to choose a chord. Uh-oh. Okay. And then swipe to show. Ah. Cool. That's an interesting mechanic. That's the most fun I've ever had using the touchpad on the PlayStation 4 controller.
If I ever were to lose you, I surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore. 'Cause I believe, and I believe 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me. There you go.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get. She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing about
I promised
this.
that I'd teach you how to play.
You did.
So what do you say, tomorrow night? First lesson?
Deal.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Good night, kiddo.
Shit. Fuck. Hey,
Morning.
sorry, I totally overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
No. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never... Oh, fuck, this is awkward.
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that. Get your stuff together, we're already late.
Okay, so some interesting
Smells fine.
things happening now. Some backstory going on. Okay,
So tired.
it's been a little while since I played the original. Maybe 5-6 months since I finished the original. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been. It's been a few months. But I have played the original Uncharted recently, which is, it's a similar control scheme, I think. I'll get the hang of it. It's going to tell me what to do. It's going to assume I'm a dummy and have never played a game before. Nice backpack. I especially love how it doesn't zip up properly anymore. Either that or you're just lazy. Let's take a look at these posters. Thoughts 20. Talk about goodbye. Okay, so I better see like only stuff from 2013 since that's when the world ended in this universe. Hey, it's the little Megazord, or the I guess it technically wouldn't be a Megazord because that'd be copyrighted. But whatever, it's a Megazord. And that was oh no, I don't remember the little boy's name. The little boy who got bitten. He got that from the store. That was really sad. Savage Starlight, that's the comic series. That's just an astronaut. Snow looks beautiful. I don't think there's anything else of note in here. What's this? Anyway, I can... Wait. Oh, no, not quite. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to do, but I still can barely see it. Looks like some drawings. Cool. Some drawings and some photos. Can't tell of what.
Hey, is Joel up?
Got reports of infected out north. We sent him and Tommy out early to scout.
That sucks.
Yep. Can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up.
No
I was
way.
just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Oh, wait. Okay. It looks like I was starting to drop some frames. But, only for a short time. Okay, and I'm recording this. So if the frame drop becomes too much of a problem, I will upload a pristine version of this at a later time. As usual.
Heads up, you're the talk of the town this morning.
Oh man, because I kissed a girl
What?
again. Didn't I do that in
Let
the
me see if I got
DLC
this right.
that I never
You
actually
kissed
played?
Dina.
She kissed me.
Can I go in this
Which
house?
triggered Seth to call you a not so nice
A
word.
cunt?
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
She's always getting mad at Joel. I mean, I'm glad to see nothing has changed. Or not much has changed. Anytime Joel or Ellie do a thing, the other one gets mad at them for doing that thing. It doesn't matter what the thing is. That's their relationship. Just constant anger.
Be safe out there.
We always are.
He's a bitter old man, and she's an angsty teen. So they feed off of each other's negative energy. Yeah, my camera, I adjusted it a bit,
Maria wants a word with you.
so it looks a lot better than
Where
it
is she?
did a couple streams ago. But
Is this about Seth?
it might still be a
No
little
clue.
too. It might be too bright, actually.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me.
My old setup was too dark, and then I made this one too bright. It was washed out, and now it's a lot better, but it might still be a little too bright. It's hard to tell because my on my laptop it looks fine, but my laptop is a little dark and a little undersaturated, and I can't
Hey,
adjust the
so-
settings. That's just factory.
We're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just, I don't want you to think.
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
What a bro. His girl kissed me, and he placed the blame on the right person instead of getting mad at me. See, a woman wouldn't have done that. I'm just saying. Woman gets mad, burns the whole house down. Everybody has to suffer. Everybody gets the blame. Oh wow.
Careful with those bolts now.
Things are really coming together. Hey, Poochie. Hey, buddy.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch.
Oh, that's a good boy. Like the lights? Is it Christmas time here? What an appropriate time to be playing this game then. Did this game come out around Christmas time last year? I know it came out pretty late in the year. Because it came out
Jesse.
shortly after I started streaming. And I started streaming in like June. And this game came out like maybe a month or two after. August or September maybe? I don't know. So it's about a year old.
Want to grab some breakfast?
And I'm dropping
Yeah.
frames again.
Where's Maria?
I love how I'll do a test stream for 30 minutes and not drop a single frame, and then as soon as I actually start something and get into it, it starts happening. I'll at least get through like the tutorial before I end it
Excuse
though.
me.
Ellie,
I want to have
There you
something to
are, come here.
upload later. I don't want to cut it off too short. That's really disappointing.
Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear
About to
what that
ditch
bigot
this
has to
ISP.
say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
Cox, you are garbage. Your service is garbage.
Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dean are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Well, that's nice.
Okay.
Your steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bacon sandwiches.
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
Let me walk you out.
Okay.
They get sandwiches. I'm sorry, nothing he could have called you because he got mad at you could possibly make him a bigot. What's this?
Finders keepers.
Is it a... Like, what is it? Is it a trading card? Brains 80, bronze 80, affiliation none. Born in Spark Laboratory. They're considered to failed experiment in heightening human senses. In heightening human senses. They were abandoned on the doorstep of an orphanage, but the forlorn pair soon learned of their abilities. Born deaf, Ophelia not only has amazing eyesight, but can see things on the infrared and X-ray spectrum. Born blind, Xander can hear for miles. No footstep is too quiet, no secret is safe. So long as they are together, they make for formidable opponents. Heroes. Cool. Oh, and I can zoom. This is... I'm learning. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I might just stop the stream and just keep recording. Because I'm just dropping buku frames. God, nobody wants to move out of the way. It's like they don't even see me.
When you go out, I want you to trade off with Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been out for far too long.
Where do I meet them?
If you go up to the Northwest Lookout, they're scheduled to arrive later today. Watch yourself. I mean, there's too many sightings of infected recently.
Of course. I was gonna check out the creek trails. I'll need someone else to cover it.
Ellie, you know the creek trails?
Not really.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take it.
Well, that solves that.
Oh, look, the little baby.
Ellie, can I talk to you for a sec?
Hey, hold on. That was adorable. I love the attention to detail. What is that? A squirrel! It's a squirrel!
So,
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria,
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
we're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry. Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina! Assignments!
Just give me a minute.
We get your girlfriend to the stables, please.
Oh, she's my girlfriend now, is
Hey,
she?
Dina.
Wow, my download.
Can I talk to you?
My download is 17
Hey,
megabits.
guys, I'm tapping out.
That's incredible.
Come on, how long?
About to ditch
Hey.
Cox like a bad habit.
I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. I felt bad.
Why?
Because I started the whole thing and I shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people. And
No, you were drunk. It's fine.
well, still, I don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading into it or anything.
He was drunk, so you're not responsible for your actions.
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah. Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Cause you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much.
Shoot
Wanna
him.
fuck him up?
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah, I do.
You asked for it! You better run, you little shits! Holy shit! Get to cover! Go! Go! Ow! Grab the yard, suckers!
On that kid.
Nope, eat that! Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny.
Yeah, you jerk.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, you stupid idiot.
Suck it! Fuck yeah! I mean, frick, don't tell your mom. In your face!
Hey, wait, isn't this the one that threw the snowball at me first? Yeah, I'm just gonna wail on this kid. I'm gonna straight up bully this kid.
Ow! I know where you
okay.
live, Alan, little shit! We're winning!
Yeah, you idiot.
No fair!
Oh yeah.
Eat it, shrimps!
All's fair in love, war,
How's
and
it
snowball
feel?
fights.
No! Get her! Help me! You'll never get away with this!
I'm just gonna go back over here. There was something on that board that I wanted to read, but I guess that's not an option.
Get off of her, you monsters!
All right, we actually have some work to do. Scram.
Oh man.
I guess I asked for that, huh? Yep. Let's go.
Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna stop the stream right here. Because that's just it's. I mean, I'm basically not streaming. Anyway. Because I pay like $100 a month for I think like 175 down and 10 up, and I get it until I decide I want to actually start using it, and then all of a sudden my speeds throttle all the way down to 17.3 down. Yeah, a tenth of what I pay for, and then 3 up. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with AT&T, which is the only other option I have out here,
So
and they're about half the
Jesse
price.
wants us to do the creek trails.
So even if they're
He's
just as
gonna
bad,
relieve
at
Joel
least
and
I don't have
Tommy.
to spend as much money
That's nice he assigned us
to get
together.
shitty and consistent
You're gonna
internet.
like this route.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, ladies. I'll bring them in.
Thank you.
That looks incredibly dangerous. Alright, so this is the part where you walk up and you smack the horse on the ass. I really wish that was an option. Okay, really dig the visuals so far. As expected with Naughty Dog, they're a step above everybody else, for this generation. Just like, the Uncharted series, 1, 2, and 3, and the original Last of Us were, graphically far superior to anything else that was on the PS3. This looks really good, even for a PS4 game.
That's a good girl. Look who's here.
Thanks. Come on. All right. Hey, Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Oh, look who decided to join us.
Yeah.
One for you. And one for you.
I'm getting the new internet set up next week.
Settle down, Joe.
No, the week after. So
All right.
I can't even
Go on to the
wait
drill.
to get my new
Run your
ISP.
routes, mark your logbooks, clear any infected you see. You run into anything you can't handle, you come back. Be smart about it. All right. Get going.
Yeah, your life is not replaceable. But yeah, so I have to wait like two more weeks before I can set up my new ISP. And I can't wait that long to stream this. So I'm gonna have to just fight with Cox for the next couple weeks while I try to stream this. So that's gonna be a lot of fun dealing with that. So it'll be night after night of dealing with this kind of bullshit.
Hey. What were you dreaming about?
Was I talking?
You're doing your teeth grinding thing.
Where have you been?
Grab your gear. I want to show you something.
What?
Trust me.
Come on, this way.
Who the fuck is this? Who's this girl that I'm playing as now? Who's Buff Ellie?
It's cold. You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No.
So, do I leave footprints in the snow?
Wait.
And you don't want to just tell me?
Yeah.
Need to see it.
Good. That's going to be hard to remember. Pressing forward and X
What are
to
you
get
doing
over stuff.
wandering around out here by yourself?
Like in every third-person game
I'm
ever.
restless.
Since the
Me
last,
too.
I guess, now 3 generations of gaming.
I feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going?
What's
Just
over here?
drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
You could see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Mexico's beautiful if you go to the tourist areas. Hi, Minnie. Hi.
You did all this in the dark?
Yes.
Did what?
Now come on.
Did what? It's rocks, snow, and trees. God did this. He didn't do this. I'm gonna go this way. I'm superior. And I'm a rebel. They put these alternate pathways just for people like me.
We keep going like this, we're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Hey, is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird, you're freaking me out.
I'm not being weird. Careful jumping over these.
What's that? Jump in the water? See, I don't listen. I don't listen to anybody. I'm a strong, independent woman.
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill, thank you.
Literally. Or, well, maybe not. If they're not together anymore.
You're gonna have to run to make it.
If you can do it, I can do it.
Oh no, I couldn't do it. Oh. But that I imagine that is absolutely frigid. Okay, let me try for real. Oh wait, I mean, let me totally miss again on purpose. Yeah. Yeah, that just like the first time I missed. Yeah, that was my first time actually trying.
As graceful as you.
Clearly.
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
Oh, I was gonna jump off. Just want a suicide. Just once.
Eyes on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
Stop staring into the void.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
Or an opportunity to
I'm gonna
die.
work my foot up your ass.
That's...
Abby, stop flirting.
Bruh. That's not a lot of room to walk. And it's crumbling away more and more. Who's to say the next time we walk over it, when we come back, it's not going to crumble off even more, and then we're just going to fall and die because there's no extra room to avoid it, to avoid the falling and the dying. What a way to die in a post-apocalyptic zombie wasteland. You die from falling off the edge of a snow-laden cliff. Don't grab me. I can do it myself. Did you see my arms? See these guns?
Is it?
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Yeah.
Oh. It's Joel and Ellie's city.
Have you told anyone else?
Wanted you to see it first. Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. There's a few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Oh boy. I see what's
okay.
going on here.
I'm sure they'll be happy to offer that information up.
Well, then we make them.
Ew, do I have to keep
You
playing
hear
as
yourself?
these people?
Okay, what do you want to do? What is going on with you?
Belle's pregnant.
Sounds like she got her fill, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right?
So I'm assuming they're after Joel.
I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost. Hey,
Don't.
see you back at the lodge.
Fuck it.
Are you fucking serious? Oh, great. Well, you know, Joel's out on his own. Well, I think he's with a buddy. I think it's him and his brother, maybe. But they're tired. Corner them. If that's who you're after.
I'll do the whole thing on my own.
This bitch is psycho. Is this the right way? Is there anything up here? There's always hidden collectibles in these games. Collectibles? Delectable collectibles? No? Ah. Oh boy. Now that I just thought of that phrase, I'm gonna overuse the heck out of it. Delectable collectibles. Where am I supposed to go from here? Can I climb up here? Ah, ha ha ha. I mean, but the city's over there. So I should go down, right? I can make that. Oh. Up doesn't take you down. This is not to mention I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way along 2 axes. I'm guessing I jump across. Oh, hey, thanks, game. I'm not gonna do that just yet because I want to see if there's any delectable collectibles down here. There, now it's officially been overused. Now it's dead. Okay, I don't see anything. Maybe this game, no nonsense, no collectibles, just story in your face all the time. And platforming. I'm gonna take the way with more gravity. There we go. Yep, gravity. It's good for your knees. Yeah. Don't worry, Joel. I'm gonna try to make sure she's as tired as possible by the time she gets there. Make sure her knees hurt. Make sure she's wet and cold. Dizzy. Then she'll be harmless. Oh, heck. Ah, so far it's working.
He got Mel pregnant.
Mel also got Mel pregnant. That's how pregnancy works. Barring a certain set of circumstances where she would have been an unwilling accomplice in such an act, in which case we should hang him. But presumably it was a consensual affair, and
You alive?
And then she also got herself pregnant. Oh, you haven't. I almost shot the corpse in the head with my only 3 bullets, so that I wouldn't have any bullets left by the time I found Joel. So I couldn't do anything to him. But I might actually need these bullets to survive and then progress through the game. So I'm not going to do that.
That's a lot of
Yeah, there's a... What the hell happened here? Oh, I almost thought for a second I couldn't squeeze through here because I didn't get a prompt. I guess the game finally decided to stop holding my hand. Oh, I have to keep pushing forward.
Oh shit.
Oh. Hi. Hi there. Excuse me. Oh, I have to hold it. There we go. Excuse me. Just don't mind me. Yep. All right. Well, you shouldn't have been in my way. Oh, jeebus. Okay, is this... Oh, okay, it's repeatedly. That's, that was a graceful escape. L1 dodge, I pressed it. There we go. Oh. I thought it was gonna show me something else. Nope, just dodge and... I don't need this. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon. Okay. Already dig the combat. It's got a nice feel to it. It's intuitive. It looks cool. So thumbs up for that. Man, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, I haven't seen much yet, but what I've seen, I'm thoroughly enjoying. It's been months, and I'm still butthurt that Commander Jake from Twitch spoiled this game for me multiple times while I was streaming the first game after I told him that I hadn't played it and not to talk about it. And then all my streams that I did of this of that game, of the original Last of Us, after that I had chat disabled. I had to disable chat because this one asshole kid purposely spoiled two of the biggest plot points of this game for me. And while I'm sure this game still has plenty of surprises for me, and I'm sure I'll still enjoy it, everything is going to be tainted now. I don't need to heal. I'm not wasting my only health kit. No, you can screw off. What to do next? Okay, I figured it out on my own. I don't need you. Oh, cool. I adjusted to the darkness. I like it when games do that. I mean, of course, in real life, your eyes don't adjust quite that fast, but I'll take it.
How do I get out of here?
Okay, so yeah, prone wasn't a thing in the first game. I'm glad they added it. I mean, I guess prone is one of those things that's only really necessary if you make it necessary. And they just didn't make it necessary in the first game. How do I turn on the flashlight? Aha. Boy, you know what was really fun in the first game? Having to shake the controller every 5 seconds because my flashlight would die. It actually wasn't that bad. What was way worse was playing Dying Light on hard and having to turn my flashlight off and on every 5 seconds. And thinking that somehow that was a interesting mechanic. We'll pretend that I didn't totally fail at that first shot. That was a warning shot. Yeah, that's what that was. Because I have enough ammo to waste on warning shots. Okay. This might be a good time to evaluate. Yeah, I'm sure nobody heard those gunshots. Okay. So, character is on the bottom left area of the screen. HUD so far is on the bottom right. So I think my face cam should stay exactly where it is. I think that's a good place for it. We'll stick with this. Now, one of the things that was spoiled for me, I'm assuming happens pretty early on, but I'm not sure. Like, I can't believe we live in a world where people still purposely do stuff like that. Like, I remember somebody spoiled a death, one of the main characters' deaths in The Walking Dead for me. And I just stopped watching it. I've never watched it since. Like, people don't understand. Like, you ruin stuff like that for people. Okay, these guys... listening mode. They crouch and sneak up on enemies, press triangle to grab them. That's the same as it was in the first game. These guys, if I recall, can't see my flashlight. I'm guessing they can, but they don't understand that it's coming from food. Oh, cool. That was the primary reason that I played through the original Last of Us on Survivor difficulty, was to get rid of listen mode, because I always thought that was kind of stupid. Like, I understand you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit, you know, in movies, video games, TV, you know, none of that stuff's real, obviously, but I don't know. You know, this is supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic zombie, you know, survival horror game. The ability to hear where zombies are, the fact that you can hear so well that you can basically see, you can visualize exactly where a zombie is and which way they're facing, even if they're not moving behind walls, like through multiple walls, just seems kind of silly to me. From a gameplay perspective, I see how it's helpful. But it's hardly necessary, and it's a little too unrealistic for my personal taste. But I'm also one of those people that, I mean, I'm gonna use all the tools available to me. So if it's available, I will not avoid using it. You know, especially if I find myself in a pinch. See, now I can see that there's 2 zombies in here. It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Just don't turn around, okay? Just, So, I'm not sure. Do I have to hold triangle? Like, do I have to continue holding triangle after I grab him and the stealth kill prompt comes up? Please turn around. This is not a good spot to hide. I'm just gonna keep holding triangle. I'm not gonna take the risk of letting go and then I let him go. Man, these zombies have so many there's so many bullets. Okay, so far this is way easier than the first game was on Survivor. Like, just because of listen mode and just all the ammo I'm finding. All the food I'm finding. Like, you don't understand. On Survivor, on the first game, almost every drawer, every container, everything was empty. There was no food, hardly any ammo anywhere. Resources were super scarce. I mean, look how many bullets I already have. And these are zombies. These guys don't even have guns.
Fuck, I'm so lost.
No, you're kind of an idiot. Cool.
Shit.
I like that the prompt comes up when you get close enough to grab them instead of you just having to kind of, you know, feel it out. I mean, I guess after you do it enough times, you shouldn't need the prompt. But it's nice to have, especially early on. And that prompt probably doesn't exist in the harder difficulties. It's probably not a thing in Survivor. Not Survivor, Grounded. For some reason, Survivor difficulty in this game, unlike the first one, still maintains, like, listening mode and stuff. In the first game, it was Survivor and Grounded. Got rid of a lot of the HUD elements and got rid of listening mode. But in this game, I think it's just Grounded that does that. I think Survivor still maintains like all of the HUD elements and listening mode. Which would lead me to believe that this game is overall easier than the first one, but everything I've read tells me that this game is harder. So I'll take the internet at its word. Oh, I'm spotted. Oh, that face. That's the face of some strain right there. I guess it takes a lot of effort to snap someone's neck. I wouldn't know. Never done it myself. Yeah, let's look at that face again. Lovely.
Please let that be it. The weather's getting bad. Where's the road?
Oh yes, the road. Because look at all the drivable cars that are around. And of course we need roads to be able to walk. Nobody can walk on the ground. What are we, animals? Oh hi, Minnie. Oh, here we go. I thought I was supposed to like just climb over the car or something.
Horse tracks. Where's the patrol?
Maybe that was the patrol. Or maybe they got chased off.
This way.
Right behind you.
Okay, that really wasn't much of a cutscene. Oh, wow. Gosh. That is gorgeous.
Do you miss being with him?
With Jesse? No.
We've been together for so long.
Look, Jesse's
Oh.
great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
Yeah, that's normal. That's called being in a relationship
Hey,
for
how
a
come
long
we never
time.
talked about this stuff?
Oh, boy.
I don't know. It didn't feel... You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, because there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
Well, that's so big of you.
And I think she wasn't right for you.
Interesting.
Shut up.
Okay.
But she's not galloping. You see how if I start to gallop, that might be an issue. Might have a little bit of a horse-on-horse collision thing happening. Unless she's gonna gallop. Nope, she's not. Okay. So then I shall not gallop either.
You can tie Shimmer up here.
Oh, cool, in this cold, dark building. Ah, I'll just tie him to a pipe. But yeah, that's a healthy way to treat relationships. As soon as things start to get boring because they're not brand new and fresh anymore, you just leave. You just bail.
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh, brother.
Come on, stupid.
Such a millennial way to handle things. Oh, hey. Do I? Oh, I do have a gun. Can't equip it. But okay. But I have it. I'm assuming when the time comes, it'll happen. Yeah, how toxic is that? You know, we were on autopilot. Things got boring, you know, because we were just together for so long. So, you know, I had to leave him. He's a great guy, though. Love his parrots. Because that's like the best compliment you could ever possibly give someone is the, yeah, oh man. Trust me, he had great parents.
Hey, it's this way.
Ah, more squeezing through tight spaces. My favorite mechanic.
What do you think of this view, huh?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, this route has its perks.
Where do we sign in?
Come on.
Fuck.
Uh-oh, Ellie, what's wrong? Is she winning you over? You're trying to fight it, but... What was that? Oh. Let me read what I just wrote. And apparently drew. Dina asked if I was gonna go to the dance, and she touched my arm. Ah, I'm so delusional. Don't be an idiot. She's like that with everybody. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. Tonight was crazy. I feel scared, elated, anxious. Just gotta sleep it off. We lost the ground to snow. Step on the ice. Feel my thaw. Test my thaw. So, wait, hang on. Is there more? Oh, okay, well that's not a journal. Zoom. Zoom. Okay, I guess that's it. Trading cards, survival stuff. Sure, that's going to be explained at some point. I don't have any pills anyway. I vaguely remember how that worked from the previous game. I imagine it's similar. Can't really make anything. Okay, so Dina likes me, and I don't want to believe
Who did
it.
you used to do this route with?
I'm skeptical.
Jesse? Eugene. Right. Ah, Eugene.
But it's totally obvious. But of course,
Man, he was funny.
I'm oblivious.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going on.
Plus, he taught me
Get out
about
the way.
rewiring electronics and stuff.
Oh,
May we
and
all
stuff.
Be that sharp 73.
May we all make it to 73.
Facts. In this world gone zombie, most people don't.
Sign us in.
What was this place?
It used to be a radio tower.
I really wish I could be live right now. I mean, this is my first time playing this game. And this is supposed to be my first stream. I'm really disappointed. I mean, I was able to stream last night. But being able to stream like once every 3 days is... Like, it's to the point where, like, even on nights where I don't want to stream, if I can, I have to. I basically have to take any opportunity I get, because there's no guarantee that the next day, I'll be able to. So, there's no guarantee that when I'm finally feeling up to it that I'll be able to. So,
Hey, I'm gonna guess this bong was Eugene's.
even if I don't want to, I have to. That's the point we're at.
Hey, do you have any on you, actually?
Oh,
Bruh.
I wish. Eugene always had some on him.
Put back? Oh, you seemed so interested in it. Why can't we just take it with us? Okay, got some parts. I don't think I can do much with that yet. But, we're investing in the future. Wait a minute. Is that an aloe plant? Zoom! Oh. No. No, turns out it's not an aloe plant. It's just a cup full of green pins. Almost the same. Awesome, awesome. Bullets for a gun I don't know if I have. Let's see. Trying to figure some stuff out here. Okay, I guess I obviously have at least a rifle. I mean, I can see the rifle, and I'm thinking I might have a pistol or something in the bag, but I can't seem to access it. I'm guessing that function's just not available to me yet. December 8th, Dina and Eugene, all clear. December 27th, Dina and Eugene found a wild horse stuck in the ice, got it out, taking it back to camp, skipping the next lookout. January 24th, Dina and Eugene, all clear. February 8th, Jesse. Holy crap. I had the speed test app open on my phone because I was seeing what my bandwidth was like if it had stabilized itself and I could go live again. And an ad started playing, and it's like this guy whispering, and I thought it was from the game, and I just about defecated myself. One clicker in the basement of 2358 Mountain View, cleared it, Astrid. February 29th. A leap year. Greg and Bonnie. Dead goat by Sunny Day's retirement. Found 3 runners inside, cleared them. March 17th, Dina and Eugene. One runner along the main road. Cleared it. March 30th, Greg and Bonnie. All clear. Snow's pretty rough. Gonna camp here tonight. April 19th, Jesse and William. All clear. May 10th, Dina and Eugene. Killed 3 runners outside the suburbs. All else clear. Excuse me. June 19th, Dina and Eugene found a dead deer just outside the tower. Looks chewed up, but no infected. Oh, they're there. Just couldn't find them. July 21st, Dina and Eugene. All clear. Bad rainstorm, river ahead, flooded, camping here tonight, then backtracking in the morning. So it looks like they write down in this log every time they come here. And the fact that they're coming here like once or at most twice a month is... It's not frequent enough for this sort of a thing. I mean, that I'm surprised they've survived this long. Okay, August 27th, Dina and Eugene, all clear. See, that leads me to believe that they write it down every time they come, even if nothing actually interesting happens. September 4th, Jesse and Dina saw footprints, followed them to a small encampment. 2 adults and 1 child in need of medical attention. Will be skipping the next lookout and taking them straight to town. Over a month later, October 19th, Tommy and Joel, all clear. November 30th, Greg and Bonnie, all clear. December 28th, Tommy and Joel. 2 clickers by the gas station cleared them, otherwise clear. January 16th, Greg and Bonnie, all clear. February 3rd, Chad and Willie, all clear. Good, glad I read all of that.
And there.
Alright, so it's... Well, now we know the date. March 2nd.
Come here.
That's Miss Ellie to you.
Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
Yep, that's the town, alright.
I see...
Weston's?
Strip mall?
Oh, with the supermarket? No, town's past that.
There's the town.
The clock tower?
With the big tower thing?
Clock tower?
Yep, that's where the next lookout is.
Tower thing?
Let's get back to the horses.
Cool how it knew what I was looking at, though. I like it when games do that. I mean, nothing that hasn't been done before. I just appreciate the attention to detail.
Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
Hey, shut your whore mouth.
They're clean.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did come up this way. There's the rope. Ah, good old gravity. Remember, good for your knees. So is prolonged crouching. Really good for your knees.
Come on.
I know how to jump. I'm not an idiot. I figured it out.
I think we should go out like Eugene.
From a stroke?
Oh, so...
No, from old age. Like, living a long life.
You? No way. Come on. You're way too reckless.
I'm also immune, so that gives me a slight advantage.
Well, you'll probably die from hypothermia after wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
Hey.
I'm wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me?
Ha.
Did I ruin your punchline?
No. Maybe. Fuck you.
Sorry.
I'm sure that's exactly what she wants. That seems to be what you both want. So let's cut to the chase. I mean, don't show it. I mean, because this is a family game. This is a family channel. We're all about family here. I don't know for the life of me why I'm bothering to explore. I don't even think I can get off the horse. No. I mean, they spent so much time and effort into building all these set pieces. I just want to see, you know, I just want to take in the
Hey,
environment.
should we check these houses out? Seems quiet, but we can if you want. I bet they still got supplies.
Bet. How do you run? Oh, that's not it. Oh, of course, it's the same. It would be the same as it was on the horse. L1.
What
right?
do you know about this place?
Open.
Just another evacuated neighborhood. Infected almost never make it out this far. We usually catch them on the outer perimeter.
I need help. I can't figure out doors. Can you door? Do you know how to door? Because I apparently don't know how to door.
What are you doing tonight?
Oh.
I
We're cutting to the
thinking
chase.
of inviting Joel to watch a movie.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh,
That's.
you guys good?
Oh yeah, didn't they
Yeah.
fight?
What movie you guys gonna watch? What's Joel into?
Curtis and Viper 2. That's the one that's been on my radar for a while.
Oh, wow.
Well, we used to watch these cheesy 80s action movies. He's really into them.
Oh,
And of course, new movies
I
stop.
actually really like them too.
New movies
What
stop.
about you?
Okay, I'm just
What
gonna
are you
shut up.
doing later?
They're still talking.
no. Some people were talking about sneaking out. Going sledding.
Guess we can't go in that camper. I really wanted to go in the
Sounds
camper.
fun.
Yeah. You wanna meet up after?
Nothing this way.
Okay. Maybe I'll play guitar for you.
Okay.
Well, things are moving. Things are moving.
What's Curtis and Viper
They're
2
uh,
about?
they're feeling.
Okay, so two
Feeling
former
out a little bit,
commandos
putting-
that go
putting their
rogue to fight
feelers out.
bad guys. And I think in this one, they go up against Russian spies or something.
Dipping their feet in the water.
I'm more interested in this than I thought I would be.
All right, so the young one, Viper, he's a trained ninja.
Oh
And
God.
he's a complete badass.
Of course,
So how
as
old
all
was
trained
he in the
ninjas are.
first movie?
10.
Of course, he's 10. A
Wait,
10-year-old
how many
badass
movies
trained
did they
ninja.
make of this?
I think they made 4.
Jeez.
Joel actually saw the last one in the theater. Isn't that crazy?
They
Yes.
this is
You think anybody out there is still making movies?
home movies.
Has to be.
I don't know.
Oh, one
I mean, what if they're
bullet.
all just like us?
Starving?
Just surviving day to day.
That's much more likely.
Well, I write new music, so if someone had a camera.
Wait, hold up. There are original Ellie songs? Why haven't you played any for me?
Well, I don't know.
He's
Come
embarrassed.
on. Will you play one for me tonight?
I'll think about it.
I mean, yeah, I imagine somebody's like the equivalent of YouTube videos, you know,
kid.
like, oh, I didn't actually read this. Dear Santa, I was a good boy this year. Can I please have a big dog? I want it to keep my daddy safe while he goes hunting for food. It could also help protect our house from the monsters. It could also help keep me company when my daddy closes himself in the bedroom. Here's what she should look like. Can you also get me a gun? I think if I was stronger, my daddy would be happier. Thank you very, very much, Eric. Oh, Eric. I hope you guys made it. But chances are slim. If the question is, if you're reading a note from somebody that used to live here, that used to live in a house that you're exploring, and you're wondering whether or not they live, the answer is probably not. Hey, a pill. Hey, a pill. Another pill. Pills, pills. Pills, pills, pills. Oh, sorry, supplements. Yeah, these are vitamins. Promise, I'm not stealing some ADD kid's Adderall. Not doing that. Never do that. Yeah, I'm sure somebody's making like just goofy videos, and like the best that you could hope for, and as far as movies go in this sort of situation. I mean, This is basically society stopped moving forward in 2013, at least society as we know it. Which means they didn't get all the wonderful Fast and Furious movies that we've gotten. So that's why they think 4 movies is like a lot, because they don't have 9 Fast and Furious movies. Boy, they're really missing out. Still really want to go in that camper. So far, not much to actually explore these houses. Oh, hey, there's something here. You know, I don't know if there was a way into that other house over there. I'll go back. I'll double back and check in a minute. Okay, this detour is worth it just for the supplements. Bullets? Yeah, see, in the first game, on Survivor difficulty, you don't get nearly this much stuff when you loot houses.
I don't have this one. Isn't it one of those superhero
Yeah,
cards you're all into?
you don't have any of them.
Oh, yeah.
You got one. And now you have 2. I don't know how to pronounce these. You're really stacking the deck against me here. Brains 80, Brawn 60. Affiliation, Society of Champions. Appearing one day from out of the blue, no one knows where or when this mysterious trans-dimensional being came from. Their ability to move in and around 4-dimensional space at will has turned the tide in many battles, though using this power leaves them as weak and vulnerable as a newborn. Claiming to have no name, they were bestowed the nickname Tesseracitor by the Society of Champions. However, some suspect they are keeping their true, undiscovered identity a secret. Neutral. Neutral. That's the most dangerous of all. That means you don't know where they line up. So they're completely unpredictable. Okay, I'm gonna double back. I don't think there's a way into this building. I highly doubt there's any actual way to get in that one. Okay. Oh, and the horses follow us. That's cool. Can I climb this fence? Even if I'm really close? No. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to be going, much less which way I want to go. Okay, well, this is not a good direction. Nothing really going on here. Unless I can climb up this. Could possibly, potentially, maybe. Nope. Looks like this is the route. Okay. So which horse is my horse? Okay, I'm assuming the one with the triangle prompt. What's oh crap, what was my horse's name? I forgot. Okay, so the new temporary name will be Sylvester. Oh, it was Shimmer, right? I think it was Shimmer.
Fuck. The temperature dropped.
It's snowing.
I think you're right.
Wait a minute, it's cold out here. When did this happen? Oh. I can't jump over that for some reason. Do I have to get a running start? Huzzah!
Easy.
Oh, yummy. I'm sure, like, normal human beings did that. Maybe it was another moose. You know, mooses...
Looks like infected did this.
They can be pretty violent.
How many you think
They
it
can
would
be
take
very
to bring down
violent.
a moose?
I'm willing to bet another moose did this.
Where hell are they?
Probably fighting over a mate. Probably fighting over a woman. That's what always happens. All right, R1 to quickly swap weapons. That's not all that quick, but you know, it is better than nothing. Why does everybody make that face all the time? I mean, I understand making that face while you're snapping someone's neck, but... Ellie! Oh, I can't. I was going to try to zoom into her face. Ellie, you good? She looks like she's constipated. Or she's fighting to hold in diarrhea. So, one of those two extremes. Maybe it's just really cold.
Shit. I hear some inside.
No, it's fine. They're just having a good time.
How the fuck did they get in there?
Dina, this way.
The window? The window. There's one. Okay, I don't want to crouch. Is that the only way in? I think, yeah, I think that's the only way in. All right. No alternate routes this time. Just gonna hop it. Don't die. Move, bitch. Zerg. Oh. That's way better than the neck snapping thing that other girl was doing.
It's down.
Then again,
That's one.
Ellie's more brains and less brawn. That other girl was
See if we
jacked.
can get around to the back of the
So I mean, she probably snap those
Good idea.
zombies' necks like a twig. Third. Locked doors can usually be opened from the other side. Wow. Oh, hi. Okay, you don't seem to care about sneaking around, so I guess we're safe. Let's go see. I'm assuming that way is where we're supposed to go, so what's over here? Probably some good stuff. Oh, bullets. Like bullets. Supplements. Someone's prescription. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's because that's what usually comes in an orange bottle, right? Supplements. Yeah, I remember seeing so many multivitamins at the grocery store that come in little orange bottles with a label on it with someone's name. That's how that works. Oh please, we're totally taking like Adderall. We're taking someone's prescription drugs. Okay, hold. There we go. Alright, I was already pressing it. Okay, cool.
You good?
Yeah.
I like the knife. I like the knife
Nice
action.
throw, by the way.
Thanks.
The way we came in was barricaded. How'd that runner get in here?
He probably ran.
Yeah. It's a good question.
I'm sure we'll find a hole somewhere.
What's the most infected you've ever taken down on patrol?
It's Gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. It was like, I don't know, a dozen. You?
Cleared about 20 once. There was a group passing through.
Fuck. Maybe we'll get you a new personal record today.
Let's not hope for that. Also, pretty sure we've taken out way more than a dozen. I mean, I'm assuming we're not counting the events from the first game, where we traveled across the country and killed dozens. I mean,
Ellie.
maybe
More blood.
probably over 100 zombies and over 100 living, breathing, thinking humans with guns. And yeah. Yeah, hey, how did he get in here? There's no entrance, and she said the way we came in was barricaded. That was right here. There doesn't seem to be any other way in. Maybe that person died in here. Maybe that person was already in here when they turned.
Dina, this way. More runners.
Oh. Wrong button. I only see one. There's another one over there. Well, there's a bunch. It's a party.
Let's keep it quiet. Let's see how it goes.
I really hope they worked out the bugs with the stealth mechanics from the last game, because that made especially survival mode virtually unplayable. Like, it was very difficult to get through some of the segments in that game because of the broken stealth mechanics. Like, so you see how we're sneaking up behind the zombies and grabbing them and then stealth killing them, you know, like you would expect. You know, that's how you would expect stealth mechanics to work. Well, and that's how they're supposed to work in the original game, but that's not how it worked. So you would sneak up behind a zombie. I don't care how slow you were going. Nope, I don't care if you turned your flashlight off, even though they're not supposed to be able to see that anyway. Before you would get close enough to grab them, they would 100% of the time turn around and see you. Not because they just so happen to turn around, but because the stealth mechanics were just broken. And I had to repeat a lot of stealth segments because of that, because zombies just kept turning around and seeing me. Uh-oh. You got that. You have unlimited ammo. I'll let you take care of that. Cool.
That all of them? Yeah. Looks like it.
Hey,
We've still got to get the ones in the supermarket.
Let's keep circling the building. There's gotta be a way in.
Well, my supersonic hearing doesn't seem to detect the presence of any more zombies, so I think we're good. Hey, maybe I have one of those, what's her name? Xander. Xander can hear for miles.
Ellie.
Maybe I have Xander's abilities.
Want to look around?
Coming.
But then so does Joel and Buff Girl. We're just gonna call her Buff Ellie until we find out her name. And if they already said her name, I forgot it. Oh, I swear to God, I thought these were what do they call the things that beekeepers keep their bees in? Do they just call those beehives? No, right? My bandwidth went back up for a little while, but it's back down again, so I guess I'm not streaming tonight. This is all going to be pre-recorded. Oh, good, a brick. Hey, Dina, catch. Wow. She didn't even flinch. What an animal. What a legend. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing in here.
All right, go ahead.
There's a hole in the roof over there. Here.
I'm trying. Is it X? Do I? Okay. I thought I was waiting for like a triangle prompt.
Thanks.
I remember that being
Look.
a point of
See?
confusion in the previous
All
game.
right. Let's figure out how to get in there.
Well, that was graceful. Can I crawl under there? Looks like it. Is that the only way to go? Is this a thing? She's doing something. She's doing stuff. Embarrassing herself, that's what she's doing. Hey, why does she have a holster and I just use my back pocket?
Thought maybe we'd get lucky.
Or no, my waistband. Yeah, because that's a secure place to hold a firearm. That's totally not gonna fall out.
Under here.
Oh! Wow. Oh, there's the prompt. At least if I get bitten, it's not that big of a deal.
Ellie, are you clean?
Yeah. Just banged up.
Please die of old age and not because you get infected. I really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
Deal.
She doesn't know.
Cool.
She doesn't know. I guess they thought it was best to keep that a secret. I don't have a med kit, and I don't have what I need to make one, so I guess I just better not die. I don't remember taking any damage, unless I took damage just now.
See that roof?
I'm not sure.
I didn't know I was supposed to start spamming the square button until it told me to. I guess just any time that I thought it was like a scripted sequence. I guess any time that happens, I should just spam the square button from now on. Oh, good. Another prescription bottle full of
Anything good
supplements. Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Nice.
Ma'am, I'm sorry to God for what I did. I wasn't going to hurt you. I didn't want anything from your store except for the drugs. Your husband came at me. What choice did I have? My little sister stopped feeling her feet. I needed the insulin. Everyone is hoarding the stuff. What choice did I have? I hope he survives. I'm sorry. Damn. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, you do what you gotta do. You know, not everybody's a monster. Some people are just trying to survive, or even worse, trying to, keep their loved ones alive. And sometimes you do what you gotta do. That's tough. Where does the blame go in a situation like that? Okay, so we're just done here. Okay, where to next? Some bolts. Good. Yeah, I looked in front of the truck already. Should I try to climb on top of the truck? That looks doable. Ha!
This way. I'm in. Hey, got some alcohol.
Oh, it's
Couple of rags.
It's the medical kind.
Here, fix yourself up.
It's almost like they knew I'd be hurt. Wasn't it already unlocked? I just didn't have the supplies I needed. Okay, and then R2 to heal. Ah, good. I just wrapped my wrist with a bandage, and I feel so much better.
I see spores in there. Mask's on. Got it.
She definitely doesn't know. Because Ellie never had to wear a mask with Joel. Unless there's some backstory as to how she's no longer immune, but I highly doubt that's what it is. I think they probably just don't want people to know. Okay. Want to see something adorable? Look at the kittens. Look at the babies. They're cuddling. Always got to be next to Dad. All three of them. The other one's on the couch right behind me. And as soon as I go to bed, and as soon as I go to the room, they'll follow me there too. Okay, I guess that's it in here.
Remember, I don't want to have to shoot you in the face. Oh, that's so sweet.
Ah. Yummy.
All these spores mean they've been here for a while. Keep your eyes peeled for older infected.
Clickers?
Is this part of the supermarket? I don't know.
Doesn't look like...
I think we're above it.
Doesn't look like part of the supermarket.
Let's get to the ground floor.
Could be like a... No, I mean... Could be an office / supply room. I don't know. Break room. All of the above. Okay, I think that's it. Oh. There's a place for me to squeeze. I don't know if she crouched because I used listening mode. Yeah, that must be it because Dina's not crouched. Oh. I'm sure we'll find the combination to that somewhere. Maybe right here. That'd be convenient. Yo, Kristen, left the real shit in the safe for you. Combo is the date my good boy got employee of the month. Don't fucking sell those or give them away. That's for your back, alright? Feel better, Mina. Date my good boy got employee of the month. Oh, a puzzle. Great. I mean, it's like every drawer has something in it. This is way easier than the first game. Well, at least the first game on survival mode. I'm having to make sure to mention that there's a difference there. I don't know, I was expecting things to be way scarcer. That's a lot of noise. Employee of the month. Something about a good boy. So we talking about a dog? Dog getting employee of the month? Okay, so see, this doesn't look like a store. Be like a mom and pop place. Oh, nice water cooler. This is fantastic. Where's the employee of the month? I'm gonna double check here because it's not like I was looking for it when I first came into this room. Although this doesn't look like the kind of place you'd post up the employee of the month, but who knows? September 2013. Okay, Naughty Dog. So far, so good. So far, you haven't slipped up yet. Keeping a consistent timeline here. Oh, wait. Hey. July 2013.
Can't find the way out. Try this way.
I was about to say that's not a hint. Press R3 to get a hint. I'm lost. July 2013. So, what, 7... Try this. Yeah, boy.
Oh shit.
And see, now I feel so much more accomplished, confident in my abilities. I feel real good about myself because I figured that out instead of it being handed to me. I'm sure that's the point. Don't know why I just automatically stay crouched after opening that safe. I think I got everything else in here. Squeeze time. Oh, that's a problem. I'll hold. Shoot. Oh, I get it. She didn't want to shoot it unless she had to because there's probably other clickers in here, and now they're all gonna come running. Stealth kill clickers with your switchblade, sneak up and press triangle to grab them.
Here we go.
Okay.
Keep it
Well, this looks like a perfect time for a bathroom break. I'm 2 hours in anyway. I'm 2/3 of the way through. I usually do this about the halfway point. So I'm gonna take a short bathroom break and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I didn't put my glasses back on. Silly me. Okay, I don't know why I'm worried about hiding. They can't see. I'm assuming it's just clickers. And there's only 2, so that's not too bad. So what you really want to pay attention to is the floor. Now I don't know what's going to make the noise. Oh, that'll make noise if I knock that over. And I think if I move too fast, they can hear me, so I'm going to take it nice and easy, nice and slow. Wait, I don't understand. I'm so confused. I was still. I was moving quietly. I mean, I was literally moving as slowly as the game will allow. This is the slowest you can move in this game, right here. Okay, so is this like the first game where stealth killing clickers is a luxury? Doesn't look like it. I remember in the first game you had to craft shivs, and shivs were used to instantly kill regular zombies. They were the only way you could stealth kill clickers, and they were also used as improvised lockpicks. But it looks like Ellie just has a good old-fashioned knife, so we don't have to worry about that. And it's a switchblade, so I'm not entirely sure why she has the blade just out all the time. Boy, it's dusty in here. Oh, right. Fungal spores. You know, it'd be a dick move if you like really didn't like somebody and you took the filter out of their mask. You know, as a goof, as a prank.
Fuckers make my skin crawl.
I think their skin is what's crawling.
And then get the fuck out of here. Speaking my language.
What, English? Can confirm that is what an ATM looks like. Very accurate. Very impressed. Boy, look at this. See, this is a direct result of the supply chain crisis.
Help me out?
Look at these empty shelves. I guess I can't knock that over. I was deeply worried about it before. What is that? Oh, it looks like a scrunched up plastic bottle or something. I thought that was a severed human arm. That's what I initially thought that was. It doesn't look like there's much in way of actual supplies here. Found some ammo in that drawer. So far, I haven't had to shoot anything yet. I let Dina do all that since she's got the infinite ammo. What? There we go. I don't know why my head wasn't centered in the camera. Hope it hasn't been that bad the whole time.
I'll take a present.
I thought I checked it at the beginning of the recording.
Here.
Molotov?
Thanks.
Fancy. Yep. It's got a rag. Got some liquor. Bottle. Yeah.
Careful with that. I'm a pro.
I'm just gonna stick this in my back pocket, and it's gonna disappear. Because that's how physics works. Yeah, more supplements. I got a supplement for you. It's called, oh crap. I'm drunk. I just, like, completely blanked out. Potassium cyanide. Kind of ruined the joke, because I forgot what it was called for a second there. I think we're good in here. Oh boy.
We got some numbers here.
Why does the clicker sound angry already? Okay. I think I'm safe to go over here. Stop yelling. I keep thinking that you're hearing me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, take longer to do that. Yeah, this listening mode sure is useful, considering the last time I played the original game, I didn't have it, and so I had to learn how to play without it. Now that I have it, it's like, wow, this is easy. Well, that and the stealth mechanics actually are working correctly so far, which is nice. You know, I can sneak up behind somebody and stealth kill them. I couldn't do that in the previous game, and I searched in the forums and I saw other people that were having the same problem, but no solutions were offered. But like, zombies kept turning around right before I would get close enough to stealth kill them. And you know, at first I thought maybe it was just a timing issue, like, you know, they were. Who was sawing? Who was seeing me? Who was causing that whooshing noise? That guy? Well, he's an idiot because I was in his line of vision for a while, apparently. Okay. But yeah. And at first I thought it was a timing issue. So like I thought maybe, you know, it took me too long to sneak up behind them, and they just so happened to be turning around, but it kept happening consistently. And I even took the time to sit and study, like, I hate to call it a patrol pattern, because they're not really patrolling. They're just kind of meandering around, but they meander in a pattern. There's a fixed pattern that they meander in. And I would take the time to study it, so I would know, like, okay, this guy's going to be facing this way for a while. And I would go to sneak up on him, and he would turn around every time. And it made stealth very difficult until I got the bow and arrow. And I could sneak up on like regular guys, like humans, but not runners. I could sneak up on clickers too, but not runners. It's almost like they have better hearing than the clickers. Okay, it seems like if I stay in listen mode, I automatically move really slow. So I don't have to worry about lightly pressing the left stick. You know, like, I don't have to worry about accidentally my thumb slipping and I push the stick a little too far forward, and then I take a step too fast, and then the clicker loses his mind and murders me. I don't have to worry about that happening if I stay in listening mode. I think this is slow enough to sneak up on a clicker. I'm gonna put it to the test in a moment. Oh, there's something over there, too. It's okay. It's all gonna be over soon. Seems to be working. Yep. Perfect. That's awesome. That's a good secondary use for listening mode. I don't even have to worry about being careful about how far I push down the left stick. Like, oh, am I walking too fast? I don't know. I don't have to worry about that. Guys seem very angry. Maybe it's because their heads are busted open like things that are busted open. You know, I wanted to say something like busted open like a watermelon, but you know, only assholes bust open watermelons. Only assholes smash watermelons. I was also thinking about making a comparison to Glenn from Walking Dead, but that seems insensitive. And I am nothing if not a sensitive guy. Goodbye. Oh. It's a good... Those are boobs. Those are uncensored boobies. Okay, yeah, it's a good thing these guys can't see, because if they looked in a mirror... Yeah, I can't imagine they would be too happy with what they saw. There he is. Well, that's interesting. I don't think you could grab enemies like that in the previous game. Like, he was on the other side of this crate, and I was able to grab him. I don't think you could do that before. That's pretty cool. That's handy, is what that is.
Nope. You know what? I'm impressed with us.
Us? You did nothing.
Yeah. Man, the guys are not gonna believe our numbers.
Okay. Let's go to the next lookout and take a fucking break. We earned it.
Agreed.
That makes it sound like something bad's about to happen. I don't know why that's my immediate feeling.
Wait, do you see a way out?
I love these things, the plastic flaps. That's some quality physics right there. Where is she? Oh. Hey, idiot. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. That was, I missed on purpose. That's what happened. Oh boy. A place to squeeze through. Right next to a door that's wide open. Well, there's a way out. I think. Yeah, that's a way out. And then double back. Double back and double check. Hey, let's try this thing that probably won't work.
I won't budge.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
You're just gonna hurl me up through that hole in the
Oh,
roof.
bet.
Okay.
Okay, nothing else of interest in here. This away. I have found the exit. Oh. I was so sure of myself. Okay, well then I will not be deterred. I'm confident I will find a way out. There
Hey, there's a cable.
may be some platforming involved. A cable.
Help me out.
Was I supposed to notice this?
Here we go. Yeah. That should hold us. Get over. Fuck yeah.
I'm guessing that's where I was supposed to throw it. It seems like the obvious choice.
Okay, that's good. Here I go.
It's a good thing neither of us are portly. Yeah, throw more weight on it.
Careful when you get up here. Pretty windy.
Thunder thighs. Oh wait, what's that? X? Oh, that's probably just to go back down. Right.
Over here.
Oh, right in the blood. Oh, yeah.
It's really picked up.
Great.
How far are we from the lookout? Just past the next town. Following you.
So wait, I'm sure if I would have tried to backtrack, I could have figured this out on my own, but why exactly couldn't we have come back out the way that we went in?
Hey, how far away are we? Few minutes out. Okay.
why do I feel like something terrible is about to happen? Probably because the game is totally setting the stage for that. Setting the mood. Oh yeah, including Dina disappearing into the distance. Dina? Oh no. Oh, just red flags everywhere. I have the worst feeling about this. Should have taken the opportunity when it presented itself, and you should have really leaned into that kiss that she gave you the other day, instead of just chalking it up to harmless flirting that she does with everybody. Oh, she's alive. Oh, okay. Everything's fine.
Come on, this way. Where are we going? Just trust me.
I keep trying to gallop, but I can't.
Get inside.
Okay, you don't have to tell me twice. Or maybe you do, because of the blistering wind rushing past my ears makes it hard to hear you.
I'll get the door.
Did you check to make sure that we're not alone, or that we are alone, rather?
You been here?
Never came inside.
Oh, that's reassuring.
All right, let's make sure it's clear.
Now you're speaking my language. Well, there's bottles, so that doesn't bode well. The game's not going to put those there. The developers aren't going to put those there for no reason. Okay, game takes place in 2000. Well, it doesn't take place in 2013, but the world essentially ended in 2013. So I'm supposed to believe that these old-ass Dell computers are supposed to be from 2013. These are more from like 2003. Although, okay, yeah, this is a library in a rural town, so yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. This is probably exactly what it would have looked like in 2013. Okay, we're not going to go in there just yet. Probably going to trigger some bad stuff.
Doesn't feel like anyone's been here in a while.
I want to see something. I have the sneaky suspicion that my camera's too bright. This might be too dark. But I just want to see. I mean, I've only got 30 minutes left, so worst case scenario is that everything's a little on the dark side. Pun intended. For the next 30 minutes. Okay. Copy center. Or the mystery door. I'm gonna say the mystery door probably has a chain on it for a reason. And I'm gonna go to the copy center because that looks harmless.
Shit. I gotta see what's back there.
Well, where there's a will, there's a way.
What's going on here?
All this electronic stuff?
MPEG 4 DVD.
Are you sure?
Yeah, nobody else would tinker with this shit. But why would he hide it from me?
Oh no. Why didn't he tell me absolutely everything that he was doing all the time? So yeah, Eugene. That was a guy. His name was in the log for a little while, and then I stopped seeing it. So he died within the year. Guess the heater's broken. Where are we finding batteries for these flashlights, by the way?
Huh.
Eugene Linden.
Definitely Eugene's place. He was a firefly?
Oh.
He served with Tommy.
Yeah, Joe killed a bunch of
I
fireflies.
had no idea.
Yeah. They got into some real dark shit.
Yeah, well, Tommy
Like what?
quit the fireflies, so maybe Eugene
He said
did
he blew
too.
up a checkpoint at Denver QZ, killed 3 soldiers and 2 civilians.
Jesus.
Oh, that's
He
nothing.
also told me that he and Tommy slow tortured some big Fedra general. I don't know. I don't buy Tommy doing that though.
Well, Tommy probably
He could
did.
do worse.
Yeah, Tommy probably did, and that's
What do you mean?
probably why he quit. It's probably one of the
He
reasons.
and Joel did a lot to survive after the outbreak.
Yeah, I have a feeling it looks a little dark on the OBS on my laptop, but I think this is probably it right here. This is probably what we want. Hey, a giraffe. I wonder why that stuff doesn't pop up, like the overlays don't show up on my PlayStation. I don't get the trophy notifications either. I mean, I guess I must have disabled it at some point. Journal entry added. Been a while since we did that. Dina asked if I was gonna go to the... Oh, I read that already. Was Eugene in touch with other Fireflies? Did he hear about me and Joel? No, he would have said something. Does she know what Joel did at the end of the first game? Yeah, it wasn't super clear if she found out yet. Hey, a CRT without the box. And no, not CRT as in, you know, the thing that everybody's talking about now. CRT is in the TV that is the TV technology, rather, that is no longer in use. Oh, Chinese stuff? Nope, those are snowflakes on the screen. Hey, trading cards. Lauren, what are these names? Listen, you're really setting me up for failure here. I am not good with you know, obscure type names. Like, just give me some basic bitch names. Oh, this guy is like a super villain. Holy crap. Okay, he's a CEO. Well, that explains it. All CEOs are bad guys, and they all are super smart and super weak. Duh. Affiliation Spark, born with a brilliant mind but hobbled by numerous physical ailments. Whatever. Laurent Fuckboy spent his formative years in hospitals, earning his MD, PhD at age 15. Well, that's very impressive, but not for, like, a genius. And kind of a late bloomer for a genius. He developed a cure for his rare genetic disease, the patents for which made him a multi-millionaire overnight. Within a few short years, he turned millions into billions, giving him the capital to build the sci-tech empire, Spark, and free reign to pursue knowledge and progress at any cost. Rumors circulate that Spark has developed methods to infuse newborns with specific superpowers, but Laurent has denied these ridiculous claims. Villain. Well, he's denying claims, but he's a villain, so that means that his word is garbage. There's also a stack of there's a lot of comics. Okay, here's what you do. You grab them and you stuff them in your backpack. That's why you have. That's why it exists. That's why you have the backpack. You're not using it to hold your guns. I can tell you that. You didn't even put your Molotov in there. You just stuck it in your ass. No, she's bored. She's bored with my commentary. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Oh shit. Oh shit. They even... Oh, dude, no. Uncharted 2, the Jak and Daxter HD trilogy, which, now that I think about it, the HD trilogy, for some reason, is just the cover art for Jak 3. But then it shows the other 3 games cover art, including Jak 3. So the cover art for the HD trilogy has the Jak 3 cover art on it twice. That's cool. And under Uncharted 2 looks like the first Uncharted. Not sure why they don't have 3 here. Maybe 3 wasn't out yet? I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure Uncharted 3 came out before the original Last of Us. Dang, that's a well-rendered PlayStation 3. Dusty. Cool. I don't know why I'm so elated to see that. Alas, I don't have my original PS3 anymore. I have the slim model. Not the super slim. You know, the slim one that wasn't actually slim. It was basically the same size as the original PS3. It was just... It wasn't quite as wide, but it was longer. And it didn't have the cool, like, touch buttons.
Oh my god. It's Tommy and Eugene. They look like babies here.
I remember when Tommy looked like that.
Lights, heaters. There's gotta be a generator around here somewhere.
But yeah, so the Fireflies did some messed up stuff. That's why Tommy left them. I'm assuming. I don't remember if it was ever explicitly explained why he left in the original game, but he left. He quit the Fireflies. So I don't think he's going to be too mad. Well, he didn't seem too mad at what Joel did. I mean, that is his brother,
He left
though.
his family to join the Fireflies.
So
Harsh.
Eugene.
even if Tommy was still loyal to the Fireflies, to some extent, I think his loyalty to Joel would supersede that. Eugene, I'm begging you to come home. The Fireflies want to save the world. I say let them. Let them go after the military, the politicians. Let them develop a vaccine to save mankind. Maybe one day we'll live to see the fruits of their fantasies. Until then, I have to put our daughter first. The Fireflies will be fine without you. Your daughter won't. She keeps asking me when you're coming home. I can't lie to her anymore. I miss you, but I don't know how much more of this I can take. Come home, please. We love you, Claire. That's not harsh. That's terrible. The guy's a monster. What the hell? What a scumbag. Yeah, Claire is absolutely right. And she may not say it, but I'm gonna say it. Guy's a scumbag.
Hey, found the generator.
And this is the door with the chain on it. So we just went the long way around. We probably couldn't have gotten through it from that way anyway. Now I'm curious to see what would have happened had I tried, what they would have said. If they would have seen the generator through the crack in the door or something. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, wait.
Damn it.
Okay, so it's a timing thing. Yeah, there we go. Bet you at some point I'm gonna have to do that while being attacked by a horde of zombies.
Impressive workbench, Eugene.
No pressure.
I bet you could mod your gun with this gear.
Oh, bet I could. Yeah, sure thing. Joel showed me how to do this. Okay, just take this, Nico Terra. And, some duct tape. And that box cutter there, and now I have an improvised bayonet for my handgun. There you go. Short-range handgun with high fire rate and moderate accuracy. Upgrades. Replace the hammer spring to increase fire rate. Replace pistol grip to decrease weapon sway. Attach a compensator to reduce weapon recoil. It's a pistol. Craft an extended magazine to hold more rounds. That sounds much more useful to me. I only have 62 bolts though. So let's take a look at the rifle. Sway, capacity. Okay, this is capacity and reload speed. I'm thinking the rifle's probably pretty accurate already, so... And the pistol, none of the upgrades really spoke to me, so I think I'm gonna go with this. I've gotta hold it. There we go.
Yeah, this'll work.
Wow, that was quick.
Good job with that.
Yeah, you're like a prodigy at modifying stuff. And you needed the generator to do that? You could have used your flashlight
Oh, hello.
to see what you were doing? Or we just needed the generator for something else, and that was just some other thing.
Ellie, look at the floor. There's more stuff down there.
You see a way down?
I like how the boards
Not
are wet
here.
because the ice is melting, and there's a space heater in here. Which is presumably why it's melting. And presumably why we needed the generator, so we could warm. That might have been said, and I just didn't catch it. I mean, I know she said something about a generator, I just don't know if she specifically said anything about using it for warmth. We could just shoot it. We could shoot the boards. I'm assuming that's not the answer. We could slam this heater into the ground. I bet you it's under here. This is totally sus. Okay, or maybe it's not because I can't interact with it. This is what my bed frame looks like. You know, just a pallet with a... I don't even know what that is they're using as a mattress. Is that an actual mattress? And then books for the legs. Okay, and there must be... Wait. What was this? I thought I saw a button prompt. I guess not. Guess we're looking for an alternate route down there. Not sure how I feel about those noises.
Oh?
I like how the game will give you hints if you're obviously stuck, but you still have to actively, like, it doesn't force it down your throat. You have to accept, you know, you have to consent to the hint that it wants to give you. And it does it so organically, you know, like if you're with somebody and you're looking for clues, there's always a chance that you might not be the one to find it, right? That it might be someone else in your party.
Come on.
And it may not seem like a big deal, but that is actually a pretty... It's a pretty unique and
What's he got down here?
well-designed
Well, it's
mechanic
obviously a sex den. That's why he didn't tell you
for
about
storytelling in games.
I hope it's a sex den. For his sake. He was so lonely, man.
Fun fact, having a sex den doesn't make you any less lonely. Sex doesn't make you less lonely.
Oh my god. It's weed.
That's a lot of dead weed. This explains a lot.
He left his family for weed, not the fireflies. He left his family to grow pot. Now it makes sense. Why does my flashlight keep turning off? Am I doing that or is the game doing that? I don't know.
Hey, he's got that videotape thing.
The VHS?
Huh. Dong of the Wolf. Smash Brandy's cooch.
Are these?
Yes.
Porn. Interesting taste, Eugene.
Hey, you don't know. You don't even know what's on there. How can you make a comment on his taste? But it's VHS porn. No way it's any good. I mean, come on. There's no way there's any furries on there. There's no furry stuff on there. You know, Futanari, you know, Yaoi. I mean, none of that stuff's on there. I mean, how can you even use that
Maria
stuff?
would lose her shit if she saw this place.
How'd he get this together?
Must have taken him forever.
I wish he'd told me about this. Could have helped him out.
Dina.
Wait a minute.
It's a gas mask bong.
God, he was so smart.
That's. I mean, it's creative. Give him that. I don't know how smart it is. He was really smart at making himself dumb. Now that's integrity.
Oh, there we go.
You think it's still good?
Does weed go bad?
Let's find out.
You having a hard time?
No, I got it.
Fuck. Give me that.
Oh, yeah, like you're gonna get it.
Okay. It's...
Yeah.
Fuck it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I got it open, didn't I?
Smells good.
I mean, been we stuck here a while, right?
Totally trapped.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't know, can you?
Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, like, absolute trash. And 10 being life-altering. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Why are we still talking about this? You said it was a mistake.
Did I say that?
What are you doing?
I asked you to rate our kiss.
I don't know.
I give it a 6.
A 6? Wow.
Like a solid 6.
Okay.
There are a lot of people around.
Yeah, but 6.
Oh, what? I mean, now I really want to know how you'd rate it.
I don't think you do.
You're infuriating.
Have you met you?
You make me want to go back outside into that blizzard.
Don't want us stopping you.
This better be better than it sticks.
Hey, it's Buff Ellie. Okay, well, this is the perfect time to end the recording because we just hit 3 hours. Oh, actually, we're slightly under. We're like just under 5 minutes under. But no, I'm gonna end it here. I think this just saved. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I don't even have to worry about it. Alrighty. Hopefully, I'm really disappointed that this first 3-hour segment ended up having to be pre-recorded, and I couldn't do it live. That's really disappointing, especially since it was the first part of my playthrough for this game. Excuse me. And I was really excited about it, but I mean, it's out of my control. So hopefully tomorrow night I'll be able to stream it live. But as usual, until then, stay beautiful.
Truthfully, I do not waste my time. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, they doubt, but I don't mind. And truthfully, the truth. Sometimes I've been drinking when I write. Truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, I ain't afraid to cry. Truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, I said that, but I lied. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, might make that girl my wife. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, she tame my violent side. Truthfully, the truth. Fucking on this game to make it mine. When I release, I mark my calendar in blue. Need one for every day. This is only month 2. Y'all been acting crazy as y'all synthesize the truth. Like a pro, all y'all lack is face paint and big shoes, baby. I ain't gotta know it all, I just need to keep it tight. I ain't gotta see them fall or let them know they in my sight. So I'ma go all in, don't you test my chin. I recoup by 10, I'ma own my sin. You ain't felt these hands, you ain't lift my pen. Cause I mix with rum, let the hits commence. Got my middle fingers up, too much bourbon in this cup. Put that liquor on the game and make it come, baby. Truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, I do not waste my time. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, they doubt, but I don't mind. And truthfully, the truth. Sometimes I've been drinking when I write. Truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, I ain't afraid to cry. Truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, I said that, but I lied. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, might make that girl my wife. And truthfully, the truth. Truthfully, she tame my violent side. Truthfully, the truth. Fucking on this game to make it mine. Look, there's beauty here and now, way before I find success. Car rides with the baby, sketching out the final specs for when we build our palaces. D and I flip the Benz for a couple Lexuses. Used to whip the bucket with no air, tint down with the speaker loud. Roll call, we'd bow, I do better now. Insurmountable, my brain is mixed like calico. Thinking that I might, but then I do because I'm powerful. I don't want you travel hoes, got myself a wife at home. Pushing isn't pretty, bet your pussy smell like sourdough. What the fuck you pouting for? Should you not be happy that there's people like me up on this planet? Equals with my woman, if she wants it, she can have it. Truthfully.